the very first ever Culinary Nunnsense cliffhanger, we started with these biscuits. Golden, flaky, delicious. By the way, stuffed with some ham and sausage. And then we ended with this. Yeah, we snuck in a scone on you, which is basically a sweet biscuit. So last week we showed you the method, the pinch method, where you blend in the fat, whether it's lard or Crisco butter, in with the water, the milk, and or in this case, buttermilk, and mix that in to create the perfect non-messy biscuit. Well, how did it turn into a scone? That, my friends, is pretty simple, and it starts like this. With a plate, granulated, and or you can use turbinado sugar, which is the golden, what they call the raw sugar oftentimes. Get yourself some butter, preferably clarified, which we've also covered here on Culinary Nunnsense, and take your biscuit after it's been made, brush it lightly with a little bit of butter. We don't want the thing swimming in it, but what we want to do here is create a little media, if you will, a little glue that is going to allow our sugar to get onto our biscuit. Now, of course, you're also going to put in a little bit of sugar in your flour when you start, so it's sweet through and through. But that's it. It looks like it's just been snow-covered. Onto the plate it goes. Some of these other ones are just biscuits, and you can do the same thing with your leftover butter here. You don't have to make them all sweet, of course. You can just give them a little butter on top, also butter on the inside. Goes good with that jam or jelly. And then just like the other biscuits, these pop into the oven, whether it's the scone, the biscuit, or otherwise, for about 20 to 25 minutes. After they pop out, this is what you have. And you'll see that we still have the sugar on top. Got a little bit of caramelization as the sugar began to melt, so we got some beautiful colors. And that method doesn't just work for scones. Check this out. This is cornbread. Yeah, you can do cornbread cake. So instead of cooking up a whole pan of cornbread, if it's just you, maybe a significant other, you can do cornbread biscuits. These I also like. I put these in the freezer because if I do have some leftover beans or maybe even some collards or whatnot, I love to take these and crumble it up to go along with it. So one method, 3 things that you can do with it. Corn cakes, small cornbread, the scone, perfect for dessert, especially during the summertime with all of our fresh berries, and or you don't have to do either one of those. You can just stick with practicing and making biscuits. And I know when you bite into these with a little smoked sausage and ham in between, maybe an egg if you have time, you'll be saying, when it comes to a clean version of making biscuits, without all the muss and fuss, there is none better.